Welcome dear students, welcome to my channel English with Professor Arup Mondal. What we are going to do today is we will focus on a very important sonnet by William Shakespeare, that is sonnet number 130. So this particular sonnet actually belongs to Shakespeare's second group of sonnets, which is from sonnet number 127 to 152. This 127 to 152, all these sonnets are actually addressed to the Dark Lady. The Dark Lady, and this particular collection is being referred to as the Dark Lady sequence. Now, regarding the true identity of Dark Lady, critics are divided in their opinions. But what strikes us most in this sonnet is the unconventional tone. And this particular sonnet is being referred to as a specimen of Shakespeare's unconventional love poem. Shakespeare has not treaded on the conventional, traditional path. Rather, he has taken a very unconventional viewpoint. What Shakespeare has in his mind when he has composed this particular sonnet, Shakespeare refers to the Petrarchan sonnets, the Petrarchan love sonnets. Those love sonnets actually falsely idealized their beloveds. The sonnetteers used to represent their beloved in a false manner with false comparisons. Shakespeare criticized this particular tendency of the Petrarchan sonnets, and he has experimented with the sonnet form and has composed a very unconventional sort of sonnet, a very new type of sonnet, novel type of sonnet, written during the Elizabethan period. Shakespeare has written this particular sonnet in a new form with a new viewpoint, establishing the unconventionality, newness and novelty. Now Shakespeare, as I have already told you, criticized these particular love poems, the Petrarchan love poems, where the beloveds were falsely compared. Shakespeare thinks this type of comparison as ridiculous. This type of comparison as ridiculous, very ridiculous, because there is no element of truth. And as there is no element of truth, where is the authenticity of representation? So this representation is itself questioned by Shakespeare. By referring to the Dark Lady and contrasting with other natural objects, Shakespeare has brought within his poem a sort of very critical concept, that is racism, discrimination. The question of discrimination arises when we actually refer to that particular sonnet, discrimination. How people are discriminated on the ground of skin color, race, caste, gender, and a sort of hierarchy is being established and discrimination continues. Shakespeare is criticizing this sort of racist attitude, and as we have said, discrimination based on color. So So that is really, really important. Shakespeare will make a contrast between the dark lady and the white lady. So the dark lady, the black culture. On the one hand, there is black culture. On the other hand, there is the white supremacist culture. So this contrast has made that sonnet, very, very interesting. Artificial representation, as I have already told you, the Elizabethan sonnets artificially represented their beloveds. The sonneteers falsely compared their beloveds. Let us see the text. My mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun. So Shakespeare is representing his beloved in a very realistic manner. But the very first line establishes Shakespeare's point, and Shakespeare here uses a sort of non-simile where he says that his mistress is a natural sort of mistress. She is not a goddess. She is a natural human being, and it is very natural to accept the natural human qualities in a human being. Shakespeare is accepting all the natural human qualities. Coral is far more red than her lips red. So Shakespeare is not falsely romanticizing his beloved, rather he is realistically referring to the qualities of his beloved. And what does he say? Here he tries to make a comparison between coral, between the redness associated with coral and the redness associated with Shakespeare's beloved dark lady. But when he makes that comparison, what does he actually find? He actually finds that coral is more red than the redness of his beloved. So the point is very clear that natural object is traditionally supposed to be more beautiful than the beloved's qualities. If snow be white, why then her breasts are dun? So again contrast the whiteness of snow and the dun color. Dun actually means grayish brown color. So the grayish brown body color of the beloved is being contrasted with the whiteness of the snow. So again, as I have already told you, the discrimination based on skin color, Shakespeare is time and again referring to that discriminating sort of attitude. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. So black wires, how does Shakespeare describe the hair of the dark lady? Black wires. That is, he is actually de-romanticizing. Black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damasked red and white. Damask, variegated. Damask means variegated, red and white. So many such natural flowers, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. See the contrast. How Shakespeare is describing the color of the cheek of his beloved. The cheek is not so variegated as the damask roses. She possesses, according to Shakespeare, a sort of natural cheek, natural body color, natural breath. And in some perfumes is there more delight. Now the point of contrast, the point of comparison is the perfume's breath. Then the breath that from my mistress reeks. Reeks is a very negative sense, carries a very negative sense because reeking is associated with foul smell. Shakespeare is emphasizing on the natural smell of the breath of his beloved, that is dark lady. Shakespeare does not find any perfume in the breath of his beloved, rather he finds a sort of natural sort of natural sort of breathing in his beloved. I love to hear her speak. Now Shakespeare is referring to the voice of his beloved. The voice of his beloved, if Shakespeare says that the voice of my beloved is as melodious as music, obviously that would be a sort of false comparison. And Shakespeare is not going to engage himself in a false comparison. And that's why Shakespeare says, I love to hear her speak. Speak, that is the voice of the dark lady. Yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. Why should I compare the voice of the dark lady with the music? Because music is far more pleasing, music is far more entertaining. In contrast, the voice of the dark lady is not so musical. So she has a natural voice. I love this natural voice. Okay, I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. How the Elizabethan sonneters used to refer to their beloved as goddesses, idealized beings. They are supposed to reside in heaven. They are like goddesses. But Shakespeare has, a very arty sort of beloved who used to trade on the ground. So she has a connection with the earth. She has a connection with the soil. His beloved, the dark lady, is not like a goddess. So see here the contrast. See here the criticism, how Shakespeare is actually criticizing those Elizabethan sonneters who are falsely representing their beloveds. That is the point that Shakespeare here wants to highlight. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. So she treads on the ground. She does not fly in the sky. She is not like a goddess. Rather, she is a normal human being, natural human being that Shakespeare wants to emphasize time and again. The concluding stanza, and yet by heaven I think my love as rare. So does Shakespeare, love his beloved? Yes, Shakespeare, even after Shakespeare has found that his beloved possesses certain natural qualities, but even after this, Shakespeare thinks that my beloved is a rare human being and I love my beloved. And Shakespeare considers all these natural qualities as rare qualities. And as any she belied with false compare. See here means that the beloveds who are actually described in Elizabethan sonnets. Elizabethan sonneters refer to their beloved in a false manner, and that's why they were belied with false compare, with false comparison. But Shakespeare is not going to trade on the conventional path. Rather, he is taking a very unconventional strategy, a very novel strategy in order to emphasize the newness of his theme, newness of his sonnet, unconventionality of his sonnet, by referring to that particular sonnet, number 130. So Shakespeare has beautifully established his point through this sonnet, sonnet number 130, which is very, very important and very, very interesting. Hope you have understood the poem and you have critically appreciated this particular poem. Thank you.